I-6 framework for strengthening innovation ecosystem in academics by Dr. Kiran Kumari Patil, who is a professor and director at the University Industry Interactions, REVA University in Karnataka, India. She has executed various industry bond-sponsored projects funded by the IEEE Engineering Project in Community Services, Purdue University. She worked as research-led for Nokia Research Labs at REVA ITM, sponsored under the Nokia V2U collaboration project. Dr. Patel has published 50 research articles in reputed national and international journals, as well as conferences. Dr. Kumari, over to you.
Good evening to all the global leaders of SDGs. Am I audible? Yeah, my screen is visible.
Yes. Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Good evening. So I will be presenting on an I-6 framework to strengthen and create a sustainable innovation ecosystem in academia, especially as I come from the academic background, and myself, Dr. Kiran Kumari Patil, and Director, University Industry Interactions, REVA University, Bangalore, India. So I will be focusing on the SDG 9, which talks about the industry innovation and infrastructure, whatever the academic innovations that directly contributes to SDG 9 out of 17 SDG goals and SDG 9 attainment activities, what we do and what we can improve. That will be the focus of my today's discussion on. So basically, the academic institution, in the scenario of an academic institution, youth empowerment is the main focus, so which is based on 5 E's. So the 5 E's are the 5 pillars supporting youth empowerment. So here I expand these 5 different E's is education, excellence, employment, entrepreneurship, and export. And these different 5 different E's, which are based on the support of network, government, private, public, and international. So GPII is the framework which is being supported is 5 different E's for the youth empowerment and hence the nation development. So the role of higher education institution in attainment of the SDGs. Higher education institutions have an essential role in sustainability. They are the key agents in education of future leaders that will contribute to the successful United Nations Sustainable Development Goals implementation, as the young minds contributes a great amount of their learnings from the present scenario to the development of these SDGs, implementation of these SDGs, and hence the attainment of the SDG goals, what we are talking about today. So higher education institutions play a key role in the implementation of these principles, and sustainability-based curricula and culture change is a key to the mindset transformation to attain these goals. Development of sustainability culture through different activities carried out on campus, such as institutional framework and assessment, research, education, experiences, operations, outreach, have a substantial impact on the world outside. Higher education has been considered as an engine for innovation and catalyst for sustainability development. The integration of both the innovation engine and sustainability catalyst is the major focus over here. When we look at the different roles where the universities play an important role in creating an innovation ecosystem, so university is changing from being a central player in technology transfer to being an anchor in knowledge exchange. The university is taking a new role for trust building between actors in innovation ecosystem. So today it's not merely an entrepreneurial university, but also an institutional entrepreneur in the ecosystem, innovation ecosystem. Three merging roles, all that universities are becoming the catalyst for sustainable development in innovation ecosystem. Knowledge exchange is a crucial for sustainability. Trust is the foundation for sustainable networks. Social entrepreneurship is indispensable to sustainable social change. Work together to accelerate ecosystem strengthening on priority. So in this direction, the transitions from inspire, translate, collaborate, and influence is what it works. So when I say inspire, we need to explore new approaches and emerging practices in the partnership with country level actors to better understand demand driven priorities and deepen collaboration. Translate, creatively package and disseminate the learnings from global innovation leaders and partners. Collaboration tends to improve experts to achieve greater collective impact on these attainments. Influence to bring together global innovation leaders to the ecosystem partners. The term innovation ecosystem refers to dynamic interactive network that breeds innovation. In practice, the term can refer to local hubs. It could be global networks or technology platforms. An innovation ecosystem is a network of the relation through which information and talent flow through the system of sustained value co-creation. So today is an era of connect, collaborate, and co-create, and that is where university plays a major role in strengthening the innovation ecosystem and make it more sustainable through different approaches. And we will be speaking about one of a unique approach and which we have practiced at our workplace, and that I'm going to share with all the leaders over here. So just to understand the innovation ecosystem, which comprises of enabling multiple policies, regulation, accessibility of finance, informed human capitals, supportive research market, energy transport, and communication infrastructure. It's a combination of multiple infrastructures and resources with a supportive networking assets which come together for a productive relationship between different actors and other part of the ecosystems. These factors are all important regardless of whether the innovation is scaling through the public-private pathway or a combination of the both. Innovation ecosystems are like natural ecosystem consisting of specialized diverse entities that feeds support and interact with each other. A typical ecosystem actors along with the scaling pathway we can see here, which starts from ideation, research, development, concept, proof of concept, transition to scale and scaling, and sustainable scaling also is being represented. And at every phase, the different actors who are involved and the stakeholders who are part of these different 6 phases are starting from ideation. It could be a friends and the family and starts from the institutions. And when it comes to a sustainable industry, so it could be a frame, a private firm or a industry or a company. So significance here is is that the collaboration between industry, institution, and international research. So the collaboration is the key point here, where institutions comes together with the global institutions and industries to solve the social concerns and to create a new knowledge in the science and technology. Academia as an innovation driver. So the first stake, the ecosystem is the one which takes which is to be given as a value, and it is all about building, connecting, and promoting the strengths of the ecosystem stakeholders. And secondly is different diverse people, that is human resources, which come together, stay together, and they collaborate and exchange the knowledge, invent, innovate, and incubate, create impact on the humanity. So this is how the academia as an innovation driver can be of a great support. So when we speak about the ecosystem, we come across entrepreneurial ecosystem, innovation-oriented ecosystem, and mission-driven ecosystem. The entrepreneurial ecosystem, which is more focused on innovator, and the ecosystem performance is measured in terms of how well it meets their needs. But when it comes to innovation-oriented ecosystem, where the innovation process and the ecosystem performance is measured, and it is checked how well the different actors work together in supporting the production of great ideas, create, enable environment for the innovation to reach and scale to different levels. So mission-driven ecosystem, it is based on one particular development of one particular sector will be focused to achieve the targets. In terms of the ecosystem performance here in mission driven, which is being measured in terms of how well the relevant actors work together to address that particular challenge, often within the specific time frame and geographic location. So a framework for analyzing ecosystem strengthening and strengthening interventions. So when we look at the framework, which is being classified or categorized into entrepreneurial ecosystem, innovation-oriented, and mission-driven ecosystem. So the major things, major elements which are to be taken care are from human capacity building, access of the finance, support from the market and infrastructure, policies, regulations, innovation culture, networking, enabling, inclusive participation, and the roadmap to scale and support from a collective approach to solve a challenge which is being focused on. So when we bring all these elements together, address the problem, I think that is going to be one of the best framework to strengthen the entire ecosystem. So when I speak about I-6 framework, which starts from institution to an industry. So here, an institution, as we all know that institution, the strength is students and innovative minds with innovative ideas. So idea to innovations, and these innovative ideas leading to innovations which can be incubated and at the academic incubator, supported with IPR and technology transfer from the IP, that is intellectual property rights cell, and further guided them towards a new venture from academia to create a startup, and which leads to the success and further the support towards the new. But scaling can be done through the industries, or the startup themselves can grow and scale to the level of the industry. So this is one of the very practical and strategic framework which is being developed and applied to create the ecosystem, innovation ecosystem at academia. And ideation is the first step towards innovations, and through the hackathons, events like hackathons, business plans. These ideations can be nurtured further and get incubated, and with the support of different stakeholders, funding support, mentorship, the startup can also be further registered as a startup and nurtured to scale and sustain. So once innovations and the startups are in place, and innovation management is one of the biggest challenge, and managing a creative people in the college and institutions, managing intellects is one of the challenge, and that can be done through different approaches. Like to foster creativity, leaders should support the behaviors of rewarding the innovations, even if it fails, training faculty staffs in design for the innovation techniques, fostering cross-department teams to solve the problems, clearly defining problems that must be addressed, understanding customers, students, and providing them with the support, handholding them, providing time for unstructured even ideas, or the come up with proper structured ideas. So not to pose too many rules on the students as they are in the academia, and when they start innovating, when they start thinking creatively, we should not pose too many rules, because the rules will make them not to think out of the box. So listening them with an open mind, encouraging prototypes, and using data and observation for recordings and rewarding them. So interactions with the IP cell and industries in the entire ecosystem, the interaction is very important. It could be between the industry and the university, between the invention or the inventor, and with the IP cell where the technology transfer happens. So once the innovation or innovative idea is being formed, that can be protected through the IP filing of the IP, and further it could be licensed through the technology transfer once the technology is ready with the prototype models. So the kind of ecosystem which enables the innovation ecosystem, different elements, like we need to provide them with all the services and the programs which are supporting for them to nurture and grow. And in this direction, we have different programs like lead generation, pre-incubation, incubation, and growth services. And through this different stages and programs, handholding of the students in the innovation pathway is being done, and help them to scale towards the journey of entrepreneurship. So, summarize my discussion on this, change in the role of there is a great need of change of roles in the innovation ecosystem from the various varying perspective. New demands for universities rising from transformation in the society towards innovation ecosystem, transformations within higher education responding to emerging societal demands, dynamics of interactions of university with other innovation actors in the different contexts, like transnational context and academia, student mobility, that is global exchange of the programs towards the innovation culture also is going to help. So as a part of the case study, we have a technological incubation center called as REVA Nest, and we have implemented all these different strategies, and with vision to create an ecosystem that will foster and support the entrepreneurship by translating innovative technological ideas into successful ventures, offering them products, process and services that greatly benefit the society in large, with the supporting objectives. The facilities what we have in terms of infrastructure facilities and in terms of the funding facilities and the knowledge base in terms of the mentorship they get, and the process is in place to get the admissions into this particular TBI, and there are call for applications, frequent calls for different cohorts, and students and startups which are being incubated are growing year on year. And we also support the students in terms of the internships, where the startups provide the internships to the students. So these are the different ways where we can look at the having the sustainable activities and creating a sustainable ecosystem of the innovation at higher education institutions. These are some of our students' achievements and awards and activities we do regularly conduct.
Thank you so much, Dr. Patil.
Thank you.